But really what has always been my primary goal from day one is just to look after people. And actually, if you look after people, you treat them with respect, then they'll do business with you and they'll look after you in return. But then it progressed into criminal activity, and it nearly sunk the business, to be honest. I came back from honeymoon in 2013. I'd never taken 3 weeks off so the business had been going for 6 years. And so I took 3 weeks off because I thought, well, I've got Emma running the office, I've got my business partner, and it'll be fine. And something wasn't right when I came back, and gradually this whole web of deceit and fraud started coming to the surface, and it was quite, and it overflowed into our personal lives because we were friends outside of work, and so it was a pretty explosive period. But again, looking back, it's all sort of a learning point. There's always a learning point. Even if we've done everything we could, there's always something we can take from it and think, well, if we did that right at the start, maybe this wouldn't have happened. So I'm always looking at ways to learn from any little ripple or little negative that happens to see how we can then future-proof things a bit better. I'm a minority here in for age and for orientation, but I fit in still. And actually, I'm interesting because of it. They're all the same, and I think a lot of people, whether it's a disability or being an ethnic minority or something that sets you apart, being able to use that as your superpower in business is an incredibly important thing to realise. And the first thing she said was, I wasn't sure if I should do this because it's not legal to be gay in my country. And I suddenly just realised we're so lucky, because when you see someone who's thinking, I don't know for my own personal safety if I should be appearing on this online forum because it's still illegal for me to be who I am in my country, and we're in a recording studio today, she spends her life in those places doing things, and just to have that always hanging over you that actually the state, the government of the country doesn't provide protection for you or even acknowledge your existence. So that shows you that whether we're in a little bubble here that we all feel safe and happy, there's always a fight going on for equality. It's quite unhealthy to the culture of business if people start thinking that's the only way you're going to be successful is if you're working 16-hour days and you're absorbing all these things, because that's not compatible with family life for most people. It's not compatible with just a healthy work-life balance. And we all go through periods of graft, but I think consistency is far more important, because if you can survive on 4 hours or 5 hours sleep and do all those things, then great. But I think being consistent, and the only thing I chase is happiness. So success for me just is me being happy, the people around me being happy, and the people in the business being happy.
I believe every business owner has a story to tell. Through seeking true, authentic insights about the entrepreneurial journey, I provide a platform for our peers to share their stories and inspire those that listen. This is the County Business Talk podcast, powered by Picture Book Films.